Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and today I'm sharing with you a new Earth collective message for this eclipse season in Scorpio. Watch this video. All right, welcome back guys. So nice to be back. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've posted a video. I have needed some time to go into my own little chrysalis before I was ready to come back out again, and there are still days where I'm in the chrysalis and out and in and out all day long. So if you're feeling this same energy, don't worry, stick with it. Honor what you need. If you need to just go and look inward, do that. If you need little TLC time to yourself, do whatever it is that you feel like is honoring yourself in the stage and where you're at right now. So today for this video, we are going to be doing a New Earth collective message, basically for this eclipse season. We're now kind of in the middle of eclipse season. I did not make a video for the beginning of eclipse season, and I do not know if I'll be making a video for the closing out of eclipse season, but here we are right smack dab in the middle of it. And if you've been going through some chaos, this collective message is going to help you maybe shed some light on some of the things you've been feeling, some of the experiences you've been having. If you've been feeling very chaotic or just emotionally like a roller coaster, that is completely normal during this time. You are not going crazy, but the message I have is a very beautiful, powerful, strong message for today, especially if you are operating in New Earth, if you are on a spiritual path. This is a message for you. So definitely continue to watch. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. It's so beautiful to have you here. Definitely like and comment on this video, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below if you have any questions. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. It's so amazing to be here with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to this. My channel has been growing a little bit in the past couple of weeks, so I just wanted to come on and say thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for the questions and all of the comments in the videos. Just thanks for being here with me, because I really truly appreciate it. I love making these videos, and the fact that I know that they're helping somebody out there, it just makes me feel incredible. So thank you guys for the support that you've been giving me. Now, let's get into the video. All right, so eclipse season in Scorpio. In the northern hemisphere, you guys are going through fall, so it's a very like shedding time. It's a very turning inward time. I am in the southern hemisphere, so we are going into spring. However, I'm still feeling this very collective energy of turning inwards. So before we get into the collective card pull, so I did pull a card, but before we get into that, let me talk a little bit about eclipses and the idea of this. And some of this has come from my own spiritual mentor. So I'm going to share a little bit about eclipse season and what a solar eclipse is. So when we have a solar eclipse, right, the sun, think about your astrology, your sun sign. That is your direction in life. That is, who you see yourself to be, what your purpose is, all of these things, right? The sun is in charge of our day-to-day life, right? When the sun is shining, things are bright, right? However, when the moon is shining, things are generally dark, right? So when you have the sun, this feeling of our purpose, our direction, our strengths, our movement, right? Our day-to-day lives is eclipsed, right? Covered by the darkness, right, of the moon, which is our emotions. Think of the moon signs, right? Cancer, it's the water, the emotions, it's the subconscious, right? When you think of daytime is conscious, nighttime, subconscious, right? So our overall direction and our movement and our who we are and our purpose is being covered by our past or our emotions or our subconscious programmings, which happened to us in the past, right? So this is a time where you might be struggling to know where you're going. If you're someone who has, any clairvoyant kind of gifts or clairsentient, clairaudient, you might be feeling a little bit disconnected from your spirit or from your gifts, from your direction and how you're going to put those gifts out into the world. You may just be feeling chaotic, like random things are happening which are bringing up a lot of emotional baggage. And this is all normal. So think about this in terms of eclipses are meant to bring us back. Right? Eclipses are all about reflection, right? And covering and what's underneath and what do we need to be looking at. So most of the time eclipses go into 6-month circles. And I just want to say really quickly, I am not an astrologer. This is my own intuitive and archetypal astrology. This is not something I was taught or that I have studied in depth. It's just how I feel about these energies. So take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate with you, like always, toss it away. And if it does resonate with you, great, then it's for you. But so eclipses move in these 6-month cycles, right? So where were you 6 months ago? And what lessons were you working on? What is coming back up for you? You may be having vivid dreams of the past. You may be feeling like different people from the past are coming up. You may feel like emotions that you had thought were completely cleared out are now coming back up to the surface again, right? So I'll give you an example of something I've been going through. So a big thing for me right now has been owning up to my mistakes, right? So even just last night, I had a moment, I was making a quiche, and so I was putting this quiche into the oven and it somehow slipped out of my hands. I dropped it, right? It's even hard for me to say, it's hard for me to own up to my mistakes. So I say it somehow slipped out of my hand when really I dropped it, right? And that's owning up to the mistake, is I dropped it and I made a mistake. And so the egg fell all over the place, all over the floor, all over the inside of the oven. It was the biggest, goopiest mess to try and clean this up. And I couldn't salvage it. There was just absolutely no way that was gonna happen. And I felt this emotion bubbling inside of me. And immediately these thoughts, you're a bad person, you ruined everything, look at that mess, I can't believe you, you're so thoughtless. All of these horrible, horrible things were bubbling up for me. And these were the things I was thinking about myself, right? And this had come from childhood trauma, you know, being told that you're careless as a child, or being told that you're bad if you make a mistake, right? As a child, no child is intentionally trying to hurt somebody, right? But if you get scolded and shamed for making a mistake, the initial connection is, I'm bad, right? So that was coming up for me last night, and I really had to surrender to those feelings and just say, it's okay. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay. I still love you, even though I feel bad. I still love you, even though you made a mistake. And I really had to sit with my own inner child, you know, and say, hey, it's okay. Things are going to be okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel like a bad person. Even though you're not, it's okay to feel that way, and to really bring acceptance to all those emotions. So if you guys are having things like this that are happening to you as well, things that feel like they might just be completely out of your control, or just things bringing up deep wounds that you have, it's okay. Let that come to the surface. Take the time and space that you need, right? And so for me, what I really wanted to do was pretend like none of that happened. And my partner was coming home, so he was expecting this meal. And so then I was like, well, now what can I make? Now what do I do? Now what do I do? I haven't thawed any other food. There was not really like something I could scrounge together. I was really like planning on this thing, right? And so then I had to take a step back and say, okay, what do I need for me right now? And what I realized was what I really needed for me was to go sit on the couch and cry for a minute, and to let that emotion out, to let that heaviness out, and not worry so much about dinner and what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna fix the situation, right? And when I sent my partner a message and say, hey, look, this thing happened, do you think what I was most worried about was he was going to scold me and say, oh man, that, like, you know, I'm upset, or be angry when he came in the door and saw that the food wasn't made, right? And so I sent him a message and I said, look, this is what happened. And guess what he said? He said, oh my God, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. What can I do? How can I support you? Are you okay? Just the most beautiful response, right? Which then showed me that my belief around how people will treat me if I make a mistake is not accurate to how people actually do treat me when I make a mistake, right? So it's all about, eclipse season is all about bringing up these beliefs and bringing up these unconscious programmings that cause us to act in ways that really aren't in alignment with who we truly are at the core, right? And for me, owning my mistakes has been a radical practice of self-love, because I have been able to understand that when I own my mistakes, I'm actually owning a larger part of myself, right? If I pretend I didn't make a mistake, or I say, oh, that's the oven's fault or the computer's fault, or if I say, oh, someone else made me do it, you know, whatever that might be, I'm actually disowning a part of myself. So take this into your own life and ask yourself, when these hardships, when these chaotic things come up, where is it giving you the space to step larger into yourself, to own a bigger portion of yourself? And maybe that's somewhere where you feel ashamed. Maybe it's something where you feel guilty for resting and taking time to yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not showing up in relationships as your full self. You're compromising your own beliefs, values, and truth, and you're disowning a part of yourself in that way. So this time is all about getting all of those skeletons out of the closet, right? As I make my post-Halloween joke, getting all those skeletons out of the closet and saying, like, I can own who I really am, and who I really am makes mistakes. Who I really am has this belief system. Who I really am deserves to rest, right? Whatever that looks like for you, this is about owning a larger part of yourself. And so now, as this video has gotten a little bit longer than I intended to, what I'm going to do is split it up into 2 different videos. So watch the next video that I'm going to be posting for the actual card pull, because this video coming up, we're gonna be talking all about quantum leaping and how you can actually manifest the radically amazing life of your dreams just by doing one simple thing, okay? So if this video helped you, be sure to comment down below, like and subscribe. Tell me, what have you guys been going through? How's eclipse season been affecting you? What's going on in your life? But thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more support, you can check the link in the description below. You can go to my website to find out how you can work with me one-on-one and even just learn more information about me. So if you're looking for any additional help in your awakening journey, your highly sensitive or empathetic journey, or if you're looking for help in any type of relationship or twin flame dynamic, definitely check out my website and you can learn how to work with me one-on-one. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was so nice to catch up with you. Catch up with me in the next video. Big love, Serena.